Hi there, this is Carolyn Grimm with At Large in America. Mike Corthell is manning the camera as usual of late. And we're here at the Narramissic Blacksmith shop in South Bridgton, Maine. So Narramissic is a historic farm that the Bridgton Historical Society has been restoring for a number of years. And part of the charm of that is that we've got this wonderful blacksmith shop here. So with me today is Damon, who is going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on here and why blacksmithing is so cool and still so hard.
So, okay, like she said, my name is Damon. I'm the first apprentice for the Maine Blacksmiths Guild, and we're here at Narramissic today, like she already said so eloquently, kind of show people, the importance of blacksmithing, not only in history, in everyday sort of goings-on the farm, but also just how and why it's still important and actually seems to be gaining popularity now, even though it's considered an ancient craft. So, in reference to the Narramissic house, I mean, you're out here, you know, late 1700s, and you're trying to sort of make your own way here. So, you know, you're farming, you're doing all these things. You need to work the land, cut trees down. Well, first things first, you need tools. Now, of course, here there was a bit of a local industry happening, so there were chances to go into town and get your tools that you needed, even that'd be a plow or whatever. But what happened often is you brought that stuff back to the farm, or using the heck out of it because you need to, you know, like today, the harvest supper, you need to get all your stuff worked before the winter hits. We all know that as Mainers. And so, you know, tools broke often. And so the purpose of a shop like this one, you would find them in almost all farms around the area, is to be able to do those daily fixes that you needed to be able to keep everything running and keep everything going. And so as you can see in the background here, all it takes is a little bit of coal and some hot air, literally, and you can make steel do what you need it to do. So that's basically the importance of having these kind of things at the ready on the farm.
And every little village across the entire United States had at least one blacksmith shop. And I know here in South Bridgton there were at least 3 that I know
Correct.
of, and this being one of them. And George Fitch, who was the owner of this farm at one point in time, he was very, very handy. And we still have a lot of things here that came here with the house, but we've added on an awful lot of things from tools that people have donated, and then you come in and you bring your own tools because you're working in the profession. So it's a lot of fun for us to have this going on here. And when we have a docent here during the summertime and having you here, and anybody here working in the shop, it just really brings a lot of authenticity to it. And it's a really great thing to hear this noise going on.
Sure. It's the sound of industry, quite literally.
Exactly.
And what I would also add as far as how blacksmithing relates to things nowadays, because you might say, you know, we live in an age of cell phones and the internet and all these things, but I think, especially in Maine, people have always, like we were talking about before, get ready for the winter. You have to be self-resilient. You have to be able to prepare and get things done yourself. So I think there's a resurgence because lots of Mainers are returning to ways of like homesteading and farming and want to be able to provide for themselves, you know, especially in times when, you know, the economy might not be great, the job market might not be great, so why not take control back a little bit? And I think that's a big part of why this is coming back in such a big fashion, because people are really, I think they're realizing it's disappearing and as humans are refusing to let it go, and I think that's amazing.
And a lot of these traditional crafts, and even more specifically these traditional American crafts, and a certain way of life that's disappeared. And I think there is, like you said, a resurgence of interest in that, because it brings us back to a time when we took care of ourselves.
Absolutely.
You know, we didn't just open up the hood of a car and look at it and go, yeah, I don't know. So that knowing how to do things and to do it well, I think we're going to see that come back more and more.
Yeah, of course.
So thank you very much to
No problem.
Lucas
Thank you.
and also to the Bridgton Historical Society for being our host here, and to our great workers here in the back, Steve and Emily. And we'll see you next time on At Large.